What it do, man? It's the Mayor King Hebrew. Y'all know what it do. Since the last premiere went so good, we finna do another premiere. And I want y'all. This is gonna be like 22 minutes long, man. But just check it out. It's about Flouride. Y'all might not know about this. This is on one of my old channels that I can't bring it back into fruition because the government blocked me out of that channel. And they making money off my shit for real. Like, I got a lot of videos over it. They got a lot of views. But I'm smoking on this Golden Goat. That's what the name of it is. Golden Goat. I'm on this Golden Goat. And I'm going to take my camera off. And we're going to watch this shit together, man. Shout out to premieres, man. On mamas. Let's go. I'm a Jew, he a Jew, she a Jew, we some Jews. Wouldn't you like to be a Jew too? Only if you're in the bloodline.
Good afternoon. Tommy Gilbert, may I help you?
Hey, I just wanted to tell you thank you for putting fluoride in this water. Because, my kid was like really annoying the hell out of me. And then I moved here, I moved to Gilbert. And since you guys got that fluoride in the water, it kind of like dumbs them down. And like makes...
Really?
Yeah, you know what fluoride is, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
The Nazis used to put that fluoride in the water to make the population kind of like not rebel.
I've never heard that, but anyway.
Research fluoride and you'll see what I'm talking about. But basically, I was going to put my kid on ribbon, but you know what the hell? I just give him a bunch of water. Kind of like dumbs
And I've been telling y'all that, man. They was using that in the Holocaust.
him down, he shuts up. He kind of like sits in the corner, so it's really been a blessing moving here. Then, I don't have to hear his mouth all the time.
Great.
I was going to move, but then I thought, what the hell am I going to do with my kid, man? He's probably going to get all rambunctious again when I move out of town.
Well, I will pass this on to our department. I've not heard this before, but I'll take it as a compliment, okay?
You haven't heard what before?
About that it calms people down,
Yeah, it basically dumbs them down. Fluoride makes people passive. I mean, that's why Hitler put it in the water.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I had not heard that,
Yeah, if you put in Google and put in fluoride poison or whatever, you'll see all the data. That's why I moved to this town, it's a lot better than towns that don't have it, I want my kid to shut up and go in the corner, He drives me crazy a lot of times, so it's kind of a blessing being in Gilbert.
All right, I'll pass this on, okay?
All right, see ya.
Thanks. Bye.
Our enemies are innovative and resourceful, and so are we. They never stop thinking about new ways to harm our country and our people, and neither do we.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweigh the dangers which are cited to justify it. Even today, there is little value in opposing the threat of enclosed society by imitating its arbitrary restrictions. Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. a secret proceeding is repugnant. And a secret proceeding is rebel the very limits of official censorship. And a secret proceeding repugnant. Excessive and unwarranted concealment. Secrecy is repugnant.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex. The potential for the disastrous rise of misplaced power exists and will persist. We must never let the weight of this combination endanger our liberties or democratic processes.
We have been fluoridating our water in Tennessee for more than 50 years, but never before has there been more talk that fluoridating our water might be a bad idea and a health risk. Tonight, Dennis Ferrier has the latest developments on a story that impacts all of us.
Joey Hensley is a respected physician. He's also a Tennessee state lawmaker. He is now combining those two professions to make a very strong point.
We've been doing it 50 years, but just because we've been doing something 50 years doesn't necessarily mean that it's right.
Hensley's talking about something most of us don't even think about: fluoridating water. After much research, the doctor has sent out a letter to every water district in Tennessee asking them to stop fluoridating water. The evidence, he says, fluoride works better when you rub it on your teeth, not when you drink it. That fluoridation is medication added to water without your permission, and that's wrong. But most of all, because the National Research Council believes young children are getting 3 to 4 times the dose of fluoride as adults. And now the American Dental Association is telling mothers not to make baby formula with fluoridated water because of fear of dental fluorosis.
And that's big news, and that really hasn't been publicized very much.
Health researcher Dan Stockin believes that this ADA warning about baby formula...
Hold up, pause. Did y'all just hear what they just said? You don't supposed to use fluoridated water to mix baby formula. But tell me why now you can go in the store and find gallons of supposed to be baby water, and they'll say with fluoride now. Why are they adding fluoride to the baby's water when they already told you back then that fluoride wasn't good for the baby? Y'all need to pay attention, man.
Formula and fluoride is just the beginning.
The ramifications of this are so huge. I'm sure that the state health department hasn't quite figured it out yet. Because, see, once the door cracks, and it is now for what it does to teeth, the next group, one of the next groups that's going to start raising their hands and saying, what about us? Is people who are on dialysis and people who have borderline kidney damage and impairment. Then there's all the people that have hypothyroidism.
Scientists like Nobel Prize winner Arvid Carlson and a large group of EPA scientists have called for the banning of fluoride because we don't know how much we're ingesting, so we don't know if we're being poisoned.
There are so many potential legal things about to happen that as a taxpayer, I think it would be really, really smart for the water districts and
And folks, they don't talk about that right now. They don't talk about the fluoride in your water. We don't even speak about that. Why? It's still in your water though. Why you think people don't be so quick to actually think about stuff and research stuff and do real research? Because people is damaged, bro. Let this run, man. And this is something that I did back in 2012, man.
Metro Nashville. Look, just if people want fluoride, let them use fluoridated toothpaste and spit it out. But don't go poisoning everyone. Don't continue this after everyone knows all this information now, just because it's not convenient.
Dr. Hensley has already had one response. Spring City in Ray County is going to stop fluoridating its water, and it is that simple. I mean, there's no law. It's all voluntary, Dan, so anyone can turn on the fluoride or turn it off.
Dennis, let's make sure we're clear on this. Fluoride, it is in tea, it's in coffee, it's in water, it's in bread, it's in toothpaste. but it's actually a poison, right?
It sure is, and here's the quickest evidence. Go to your bathroom and pick up your toothpaste, and you'll see a warning that if a child swallows more than a pea-sized amount of toothpaste, call poison control.
Wow.
Information. In other news, look at this ABC News of Australia, one of their big national TV networks, the Australian Broadcasting System. ABC News, give folks a document cam shot. Kangaroos poisoned by fluoride. The Environmental Protection Authority says fluoride from Alcoa's aluminum smelter in Portland is making kangaroos sick. Well, why not just put it in the water supply? Oh, that's what you do. It's the byproduct from the purification process of aluminum manufacturing and the byproduct of fertilizer manufacturing, and you just dump it in our water. That and over 150 chemicals on average. Some systems get over 300. The EPA admits this, but, the public just laughs about it. Ha, ha, ha. Dr. Strangelove, Stanley Kubrick made a joke about that. Well, here it is. And all over the country, it's been known for decades and decades that a lot of farms and ranches that butt up on towns and cities that get municipal water for their cows and horses stop giving it to them and have to dig wells because cows and horses are so susceptible. And see, fluoride builds up. It doesn't leave the body. It sticks, goes to your organs and bones, and it ends up killing the horses and cows. You can go to YouTube and just type in horses and cows sick from fluoride, pigs sick from fluoride, chickens sick from... You'll see local newscasts where they go, yeah, we've been giving them fluoride for 6 months in the water, and they're all dying. Their hair falls out, they get bone fractures, they get cancer. This is what we drink. And you say, well, I don't drink fluoridated water, I drink purified water. When you take a bath or shower, you absorb through your skin. It's so diabolical that all of this is going on.
Osmondson. I'm a general and cosmetic dentist and have been a dentist for 30 years. Before that, I received a master's in public health in nutrition and health education. For the first 25 years of practice, I promoted...
Hey, I'm not sponsoring Alex Jones, but to keep it 5 with you, he is right about a lot of shit. And when he talk about this, he is right on this one. Now, I did this in 2012. That was back when I did listen to him some, and then he started doing weird shit. But I'm just saying, don't judge me for Alex Jones. But what he's saying, fact check it, and you tell me what it say.
Water fluoridation aggressively. I thought I saw the benefits. It wasn't until I actually looked at the information myself and sat down and looked at the different government agencies and the different reports and the studies that I began to realize that fluoridation was a problem. One of the first things I did is I looked at my tube of toothpaste. It says drug facts. I know it's a drug. If I were to give it to you, it'd have to be a prescription. That's for swallowing. When it comes to toothpaste, it also says don't swallow. And if you do swallow, contact a poison control center. Well, the amount of fluoride that they're talking about is a pea-sized amount of fluoride. You probably don't see that in advertisements, a pea-sized amount of fluoride. Usually when I see an advertisement, it looks more like a Dairy Queen ice cream cone. That amount is 1/4 milligram of fluoride. Well, that's the same amount of fluoride as what we find in 8 ounces of water. 1/4 milligram of fluoride, 1/4 milligram of fluoride. Don't swallow. If you do, call the Poison Control Center. One of the things that concerns me is water fluoridation for infants. The American Dental Association and Center for Disease Control recommend that infants not receive water for drinking nor for making their formula. It's 250 times more concentrated in fluoride than mother's milk. We shouldn't fluoridate water and harm our most vulnerable. The next thing I looked at was dental fluorosis. These are the white and brown spots on the teeth. The only thing that causes dental fluorosis.
And this is what you gotta understand. Your teeth can get yellow from you brushing your teeth too much with this fluoride toothpaste, man. Let this run.
This is fluoride. Too much fluoride ingested, usually during the developing years, birth to about 8 years of age. When I see people coming in to have treatment for dental fluorosis, I mention to them that they have had too much fluoride. And this is an indication that the rest of their body has probably had too much fluoride also. Their bones and in the rest of their organs. Damage from dental fluorosis is not disputed. Everyone agrees that
too much fluoride can cause dental fluorosis. About 1/3 of children are now experiencing fluorosis, according to the CDC. The next thing I wanted to look at was benefits. What are the benefits of it? I've heard reports of 20 to 40%, 60%, 80% tooth reduction with water fluoridation. So what is the benefit of water fluoridation? And I had a close look at several factors. One, comparing different countries of the world, we can see that no matter what we do on fluoridation, whether the country fluoridates or no fluoride at all, decay is reduced the same amount in all countries. We can compare states in the United States. And we can see on a graph that as they're plotted in order of increased amount of fluoridation in the state, fluoridation doesn't make any difference. We have the same amount of good health in the states regardless of their fluoridation. Same thing for counties and other locations. That was disturbing to me. If there's no benefit, well, why are we fluoridating? I have two requests for you. One is to talk to your dentist and your healthcare provider about fluoridation. Ask them if they've seen the National Academy of Science report on fluoridation. Give them information that they may not have on water fluoridation and excess fluoride exposure. That helped me when my patients casually, calmly, quietly said, have a look at this. This doctor, this dentist is concerned about water fluoridation. What do you think? None of us professionals want to harm our patients. Our whole lives are given to improving the health of people, not harming them. And so for those of you who are healthcare professionals,
Oh yeah, and this is on D-Talk. You know what I'm saying? On me.
highly urge you to look once again at the science on fluoridation. Science doesn't need to be scary. It's just information. Spend a little bit of time looking at it on both sides of the issues. Don't just look at one side filtered. Look at both sides and weigh it for yourself. The other thing is to sign an online petition with me at flouridealert.org. The online petition requests Congress to have hearings on fluoridation. It also recommends that we no longer fluoridate our water. Thank you.
But first, we consume it every day with the reassurance from our health authorities that it is doing us good. The truth is, fluoride is a poison, and adding it to our drinking water is an evolving social experiment started 40 years ago. Now one of the world's top fluoride experts has issued a grim warning about what it could be doing to our health, and that of unborn children. Yet as Frank Pengello reports, you'll get a different spin from dentists and health bureaucrats.
We consider that as a poison. Why should a poison be in drinking water?
The poison is fluoride. It's there because government health bureaucrats and dentists tell us it's for our common good, for reducing tooth decay, and at levels which won't harm you. That doesn't wash with Professor A.K. Shashila.
They should realize it's the poisonous substance. It doesn't promote health. It is a disease-causing agent, and fluoridation should be stopped as early as possible.
Professor Shashila is one of the world's leading experts on fluoride. Her own extensive research, along with 70 years of data in India, backs up what she's saying, and it's most disturbing.
I would consider a pregnant mother taking fluoride-contaminated products. I'm using the word products, which includes water, toothpaste, black tea, processed food products which has fluoride.
Any liquid,
anything. Where her urinary fluoride is high, she is going to cause a lot of damage to the fetus, the growing embryo, the infant which is going to be born.
The American Dental Association warns against using fluoridated water to mix baby formula. Not so here.
They don't read, they are not aware, they don't update themselves, they don't do any research. So we are in a serious problem.
Professor Shashila says exposure to fluoride could also be the cause of many ills like neck, shoulder and joint pains, which may be misdiagnosed by doctors. She routinely does urine tests to check fluoride levels in her patients.
Remove the fluoride ingestion starting from toothpaste, black tea, fluoridated water, whatever, and you bring down the urinary fluoride to normal limits, the patient recovers.
Fluoride is also used as a preservative and also lurks in many products we consume. But apart from toothpaste, it's not listed on labels.
So it is coming into one's body through many sources, and you are not aware of it.
The fluoride that goes into our drinking water is toxic waste from the production of fertilizer.
For maybe 100 years, the phosphate fertilizer industry put out two very, very poisonous gases into the environment, hydrogen fluoride and silicon tetrafluoride. Eventually, they were required to capture those, and they did it with a wet spray, water, and that water converts these two very toxic gases into hexafluorosilicic acid. And it's this scrubbing liquor, which is about 25% strong, is put into tanker trucks, driven around the country, and added to our drinking water.
Here's what's in the mix made in Australia. A sickening cocktail of heavy metals like arsenic, barium, beryllium, cadmium, lead, mercury, and on it goes, and in much higher concentrations than is allowed for lead and arsenic.
Why should we make people drink a poisoned water?
Well, it's forced medication for the masses, and there are more than 1,000 doctors and scientists around the world who, like Professor Shashila, condemn what's going on.
The problem with adding medicine to water is an obvious one of consent, that people can't give their informed consent, which is a basic of medical ethics.
Fluoride is about to be added to Mount Gambier's water from the Blue Lake. Alex Young is livid. He's collected a petition of more than 6,000 signatures against the move, or a quarter of the town, which has been ignored by the state government.
The issue of fluoridation has largely been ignored by the government in not terms they want to push it, but in terms of allowing the community to have a say in the matter. They simply just ignore us. And I am, and the rest of the group here, are just amazed at the level of ignorance shown on this matter.
We wanted to talk to someone in SA Health about the issue. Instead, we got a written statement.
Well, as you can see, we still, hold on, let me turn this camera on, man, my fault, y'all can't see me. Y'all can't see me. Look, my bad, man, look, man, I did that back in 2012, you know what I'm saying, and you look at what's going on now. Who is still speaking about fluoride? Fluoride is still inside your waters, it's in your toothpaste and everything else, man. Y'all gotta understand, we've been getting dumbed down for a long time. It's 2020. People was like super stupid. This is back in 2012, and they was already doing it before then. You do the math. It's your boy D, man. I'm done for the night, man. I ain't doing no more premieres, uploads, and that, man. I'm just chill out, go to sleep, smoke some more of this golden calf. What is it? Golden goat, my fault. Alright, then, man. I'm out. It's your boy. Remember, if you ain't getting knowledge, you ain't getting nothing. I crew this, and I thank all y'all for coming out, man, and supporting your boy. We'll be going live soon, man. I still got that 9/11 panel coming soon, man. Y'all stay tuned. Lay out. Damn. This motherfucker ain't even working. Shit. This bitch gonna stop. This motherfucker, it ain't stopped recording.
What?
It ain't stopped recording.
It didn't? So I just messed everything up.
It's still recording. What the fuck is this? That shit is weird, bro.